or afternoon or early evening, depending on where you are chiming in from. We're going to go ahead and get started today. A really gentle practice, but still getting some movement into the spine and into the hips. The whole body, but those are going to be the areas that I'm focusing on a little bit this morning. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat and sit in a way that you can feel your sits bones connected to the floor or a cushion. And then lift up and out of your waist, lift your shoulders all the way up to your ears, press them back and then down, and continue to reach up towards the ceiling through the crown of your head, and even think of lifting up into the space in the roof of your mouth, so allowing the cervical spine to find some space as well. And as you're feeling into your seat or settling into your seat, go ahead and close your eyes. And let your hands rest in your lap with the palms up so you're not tempted to grip and hold on to the thighs. And just start to watch the breath. Notice how the body is moved by the breath. The belly swells, the ribs expand, the shoulders rise. And now let's put some attention, even more attention on the breath, and inhale for a count of 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale this time for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale for 4. Good. Again, inhale for 4. This time, exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really slow now for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale for 7. Nice long breath in. 4, 5, 6, 7. Really long breath out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale for 8. Last one. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold at the top. And now exhale like you're trying to blow the breath out a straw. Good. Let the breath return to a normal rate and rhythm. Just notice the difference in your body already, just by focusing on the breath. Go ahead and bring your hands together in front of your heart into Anjali Mudra, connecting the heart points, the marma points in your heart together in front of your heart, really activating your heart, your Anahata chakra energy. And my intention for this class is to create space. We want to create some space in the spine, and we want to create some space in the hips. And we want to create the attitude and idea that we ourselves are allowed to take up space in our worlds, in our careers, in our love, in our home. We are allowed, we are worthy of space. Take that in with a nice deep breath. And again, a long breath out. And we'll share the sound Om 3 times just to harmonize that idea within us and between us. I am worthy of space. Inviting a deep breath in. Let your hands come back to your lap. And without opening your eyes, we're going to go ahead and come on to our backs. So just gently, slowly turning around and lying down. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right, so legs extended. Let's have them just a little bit wider than the hips, and the arms along your sides just a little bit wider than your shoulders. And allow the effects of gravity to start to affect the body. So let the muscles get soft, let the tendons relax. Let the whole body be heavy. And just let the body melt or sink into the space between you and the floor. And continue to breathe. Feeling the body expand in all 4 directions. As you get that reverberation from the floor, feeding the message of breath and rhythm back into the body. Expanding and connecting to the body through breath. Let's start to incorporate some tempo and rhythm here. So inhale for a count of 3, 2, 1. Gently hold at the top. And then exhale for 3, 2, 1. Good. Again, inhale for 3. Pause at the top. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Good. Inhale for 4. Pause. Exhale for 5. Good. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 7. Inhale for 7. Exhale for 8. One last time. Inhale for 8. Exhale for 8. Let the body feel heavy. Let the breath return to a normal rhythm and rate. And gently move the fingers and toes. Squeeze and clench the fists and feet 3 to 5 times. And then rotate the wrists and the ankles. And go the opposite direction. Good. And then pull your right knee into the chest. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, deepen the stretch by pulling the knee in towards the armpit. I'm just going to pump this leg 5 times. So we're going to inhale, let it expand up. Let the arms straighten out. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest. Good. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Big breath in, creating lots of space for that breath to happen. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest. Expand and swell into the belly. Big breath. Lots of space. Exhale, gently pull the knee towards the chest. Breath in. Exhale, squeeze it out. Go ahead and switch sides. Extending your right leg out and gently taking a hold of the front of your left knee. We're going to keep both feet flexed. Take a big breath in here. And as you exhale, gently pull the knee in towards the chest. Good. Inhale, expand into the belly. Create lots of space as the arms stretch out. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest. All right, now let's connect that rhythmic breath. So inhale and expand for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulling the knee all the way into the chest. Again, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. This time exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Again, one more time. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Set that leg down. Extend your right foot all the way up to the ceiling, and then extend your left leg out. So I want you to place your left palm right on top of your left thigh or your hip bone. You're just going to press down, kind of use your left hand to anchor into your left hip, and then take a hold of the toes or maybe the top of your yoga pant leg or the back of your hamstring or calf, and gently start to pull the right foot towards the top of the mat as you flex both feet and kick the heels away from you. Good. Keep pressing down into your left thigh or hip and gently pulling the right toes towards the top of the mat. Good. Gently bend into the right leg. Set that foot down. Bring the left foot up. Extend the right foot out. And then the left foot goes towards the ceiling. Both feet are flexing. We're going to take a hold of the back of the right leg. Right hand on top of the right thigh. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, gently pull the right toes towards the top of the mat. Continue to kick both heels away from you. Very good. And don't forget to breathe. Good. And then set your left foot down. And this time take the right ankle on top of your left knee. Bring the left knee up. You're going to thread the hands through the center and the outside. Take a hold of the back of your left hamstring. And with both feet flexed, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, gently pull the left knee in towards your chest. Now, as you pull the left knee in towards the chest, you're going to press your right knee away from you. So you're trying to open up that hip as the left knee pulls in. So we're getting some good resistance communication happening here. Keep pulling with the left. Good. And now from here, take your arms out to a T. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to slowly lower the legs to the left. As you look to the left, good. Your right foot's going to come down onto the mat or onto the floor. Good. And then from here, go ahead and start to anchor into your right shoulder as you turn your head slowly across the chest to look out over the right arm. Good. So we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. We're going to inhale through the nose and out an open mouth. So inhale nice and deep. Exhale out. In fact, let's do like the exhale where we're trying to push the breath through a tiny little straw. So inhale nice and deep. Exhale through puckered lips. Great, that really slows the breath down. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through puckered lips. Again, inhale. Nice long exhale. Beautiful. Anchor down through that right shoulder and bring the feet back up. And just hug both knees into the chest. Good. And then take a hold of the top of your knees and just do some big circles in opposite directions with the knees. So creating a little bit more space in the spine and the hip area, which tends to get really tight and stagnant because most of us are doing a lot of sitting work all day. Okay, so let's go the other direction. Good. Oh, it feels so good. Okay. Set the feet down. Left ankle on top of the right knee. Bring the right knee up. Lace the hands through the back. Take a hold of the back of your right hamstring and gently pull the right knee in towards the chest. Now remember, we're getting some resistance action happening here, so you want to press your left knee away from you as you pull the right knee in towards the chest. So this right leg is just giving us some resistance. It's going to deepen that stretch into the left hip, and it creates a lot of space for communication between nerve endings. So from one nerve to the next, this sort of resistance work helps the communication between those two pathways. Good. Okay, release that tension. Take the arms out to a T. Take a deep breath in. And this time as you exhale, take the knees over to the right, nice and slow, planting your left foot on the floor, and then rolling open to look out over the left shoulder. Okay, this time again, deep breath in through the nose, but we're going to make the sound Om as we exhale. All right, 5 times. Deep breath in. Let's focus the feeling and intention of this vibration all the way down into the hips. So let's let this sound heal and open some space in the hips. 3 more times or 4 more times. Deep breath in. Two more. Take another deep breath in. Good. Last one. Deep breath in. And let's just make the sound ah. Good. Anchor down through the left shoulder. Gently bring the legs back up. Uncross the knees. Hug the knees into the chest. This time, tuck the chin towards the sternum and bring the forehead up to the knees. Hug yourself into a tight ball. Give yourself a good squeeze. Good, and then set the feet back down. And from here, we're going to take a hold of the back of the back of the knees, and we're just going to slowly rock back and forth. Nice and slow. So we're not even trying to stand up yet. We're just going to rock nice and slow on the back. And this massages the top of the hips and the erector muscles all along the spine. So it's great for both the hips and the spine, our 2 target areas for today. All right, now we're going to rock a little bit more. Tap the feet down. Rock back. Tap the toes. Rock back. Now tap the toes and snap. Good. Rock the toes back. Time. Snap, snap. Good. Rock back. Tap the toes, snap once. Rock back, tap the toes twice. Good. Tap, snap once. Rock, snap twice. All right, next one, stay up. Extend your arms out in front of you. Good, and then extend both legs out. Take the hands behind the back, bend your knees, press into the hands and the feet and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Keep the chin tucked to the chest. This is going to help us start to open some space along the spine, especially in the low back. Good, set the hips down. Go ahead and cross your ankles and then roll forward and come onto the hands and knees. All right. So a little new activity. We're going to start to work with the forearms a little bit. So instead of having them right underneath your shoulders, just walk your wrist up. So make like, bend your fingers and let your hand go up half length in front of the shoulders. So it's not very far in front. And your knees, they're gonna be right behind or right underneath your hips. All right, so what we're gonna do is tuck your toes under. You're gonna lift up onto the knuckles of your hands. So fingers are all flat. We're just lifting here. All right, lifting the wrist away. So we're gonna lift and then lower. Lift and then lower. So I'm not using the strength of my thumb to help lower. Lift and lower. Do it 2 more times. Lift, lower. 1 more time, lift and lower. Now we're gonna make it a little bit harder. We're gonna lift the knees, lower the wrists, lower the knees. Lift the wrists, lift the knees, lower the wrists, lower the knees. Let's do it 3 more times. Wrists, knees, wrists, knees. Wrist, knees, wrist, knees. 2 more times. 1 more. Good. Set the tops of the feet down and the hips back to the heels. Keep your arms active as you set the forehead down into child's pose and lift up onto tented fingers. I'll take 3 breaths here, directing your breath into the side waist, into the top of the hips. Nice long breath in. Slow breath out. Long breath in. Long breath out. One more time. Nice breath. Big breath in. Long breath out. Good. With your arms reaching out in front of you, flat palms down onto the mat. Inhale, come up to your hands and knees. All right, so we're gonna move through a variation of cat-cow. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna inhale, lift the chest, tuck your toes under, and then exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, shift forward, lower the knees down. Tops of the feet to the floor. Exhale and round the back and take the hips to the heels. Good. Inhale, lift up as you draw the chin away from the chest, draw the toes underneath you. Exhale, back to downward dog. Good. Inhale, come forward. Lift the tailbone, lift the chin, drop the tops of the feet. Exhale, round the back, bring the chin to the chest and take the hips to the heels. Continue to flow. Inhale, lower the belly, draw the toes underneath, lift the chin. Exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale the knees back to the floor. Release the tops of the feet, lift the chin, push the floor away from you. Good. Exhale, round the back, draw the toes under, and send the hips back to the heels. One more time. Inhale, coming forward, lift the chin, stretch the belly. Exhale, round the back, hips to the heels in child's pose. Staying here for 2 breaths. Good. This time, inhale, lift up to your hands and knees. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. And pedal out the feet. Good. So now lift up really high onto the balls of your feet. Stretch your fingers out as wide as you can. Go ahead and look up at the hands and really anchor down through that J space in the index and thumb. Press into the base of all the knuckles and then reach the arms forward as the head moves back through the arms towards the chest. And then from here with soft knees, go ahead and let the heels melt towards the floor. If the heels can reach the floor, see if you can lift all 10 toes, spread them out, and set them down. Beautiful. Looking up at the space between your mat, we're going to walk the feet all the way up behind the wrists. And then take a hold of opposite elbows. Bend your knees slightly and just swing yourself side to side. Let it rest in the center. Shake the head no. Yes. Good. From here, tuck your thumbs into your hip crease. Draw the elbows and the shoulders back into your knees nice and deep. And then stand all the way up. Reach the arms up at the top. And exhale to your heart. Good. However long the journey now, make your way up to the top of your mat. Rest your hands at your sides and take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Good. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart and remember the intention, I am worthy of space. I am worthy of space. I am worthy of space. Good. From here, inhale, take the arms all the way up. Reach up through the fingertips, lift your chest, and see if you can take your elbows just behind your shoulders as you find a gentle back bend. Good. And then exhale, hinging forward at the hips. Reach forward as you come all the way down. Nice, long breath down. Hands come on either side of the feet. Let's inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, step your right foot all the way back, lower the knee, and sweep the arms up overhead. Big, deep breath in here. Good. Exhale the hands back to the floor. Lift that back knee. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, step to the top of the mat. Empty the breath as you fold over the legs. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Let the forearms come over the top of the head to deepen this stretch. Good. Then inhale, come up halfway. Release the arms, reach all the way up, stand up. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale, take the arms out and up. Reach up through the fingertips. Take the elbows just behind the shoulders, gentle back bend. Good. Inhale, come straight up and then hinge forward to fold forward. Nice long breath all the way down. Hands on either side of the feet. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step your left foot back. Knee comes down, arms sweep up overhead. Deep breath in as you reach up for the ceiling, sink down into the hips. Good. Exhale the hands down, lift the back knee and the front. Inhale, lift up halfway, deep breath in, interlace your hands behind your back, and then exhale, fold over the legs, let the arms come over the head. Inhale, come up halfway, release the arms at the top, reach up, look up, exhale to your heart. All right, now you've got the idea. We're going to flow with that on the breath. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right foot back. Knee comes down, arms sweep up. Reach up, sink into the hips. Exhale the hands down, lift the back knee, step to the front. Empty the breath. Inhale, lift up halfway as you interlace the hands behind the back. Exhale, fold, let the arms fold over the top of the head. And then inhale, come up, releasing the arms halfway, reach up, look up. Exhale to the heart. One more time. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left foot back, knee comes down, arms reach up, sink into those hips, reach up through the shoulders. Exhale the hands down. Back knee step to the front as you empty the breath. Interlace your hands behind your back. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold, take the arms over the head. Reach back through the arms as you come all the way up, release and reach to the top. Then exhale to the heart. Good, rest your hands at your sides. Step your feet apart for standing Shavasana. 2 breaths. Feel into the body. Feel into the space in and around you. And open the eyes, step the feet back together. Inhale, take the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, take the hands down on either side of the feet. And from here, walk back into downward facing dog. We're gonna stay here for 5 long breaths. So find this nice expansion from the back of the heels to the crown of your head as you reach out from the shoulders and out from the hips. 2 or 3 more breaths here. Okay, now lift up onto your toes and flip your heels over to the right side of your mat and press evenly through both hands so you get to stretch into the side waist. And then what you're going to do is bend into your knees, take your right hand, reach it underneath you to the back of your ribs and pull your ribs forward, and then extend your arm overhead. Yep, so on the side, yep, bend into the knees, yep, you got it. And then reach that arm all the way around. Good, and then flip down, back into downward dog. Second side, lift the heels, flip over to the right, bend into your knees, reach your right arm underneath you, pull yourself under, and then extend your right arm up and over. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Arm down, back into downward dog. Beautiful. That's a little resting action in between. All right, so bring your feet together at the back of the mat and inhale the right leg up. Keep the hips squared to the mat. Good. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose. Inhale, reach that leg up and back. Good. Exhale, draw the right knee to the outside of your right elbow. Exhale, press it back. Reach, reach, reach. One more time. Inhale, this time draw the right knee up and underneath you to the left elbow, and then press it back. Good. This time draw the right knee all the way through, setting it down right behind your right wrist, setting up for Kapotasana, pigeon pose. Good. And from here, I'm just going to inch my knee back. So I'm going knee, foot, knee, until I kind of walk myself right back into this. And we're going to start off with just coming up onto your fingertips so that you're lifting right up out of your seat. And see what it feels like to reach one arm up, set it down, and then reach the other arm up. Notice where your body really needs stability here, and then set it down. Take another deep breath in, and this time on the exhale, walk yourself forward and elbow. We're going to place one hand inside the other and let the forehead rest in the hands. So we kind of keep our pigeon a little bit higher this morning. And take 3 to 5 long breaths here. Maybe you have something supporting underneath that hip. Resting your head gently in your hands. All right, and then go ahead and place your arms down. What we're going to do is we're going to take your left arm and lace it on your shoulder. See if you can bring your right shoulder. I don't know if you can hear me. Rest in your sacrum. So it's a twist and a deep hip stretch. We're creating lots of space in the spine and the hips here. We're doing a deep massage to our internal organs, so getting all those digestive functions happening, supporting liver and spleen action. Then go ahead and bring that right hand back in front of you, kind of by the face. Press up as you slide that arm out. Good. The hands are going to frame this right knee. Turn this back toe under, and we're going to press back to a three-legged dog. So lift your hips and slide that leg all the way back. Keep it up, reach up. Good, and then set that leg down. Bring your feet together. The feet are the top of the pyramid. Your hands are your steady base. Inhale, take that left leg up. As you exhale, draw the knee up, forward, towards the nose. Good, reach that foot back. Exhale, take it to the outside of your left elbow. Press back, reach back. One more time, draw the knee forward and through. Take it to the outside of your right elbow, and then press back. And last time, draw it all the way through. Set that left elbow behind your left wrist, and start to slide that back knee down, walking out the leg, and coming up onto your tented fingers. Lift your heart, lift your chest, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, feel heavy and grounded into your hips. And then again, try lifting your left arm. Exhale it down. Lift the right arm. Noticing how the difference feels in the body. My left side is definitely a little bit more tired or weak today. Good, and then from here, start to walk yourself forward, coming onto the forearms or the elbows. And again, we're gonna rest the head in the hands. This time, take the opposite hand on top. Let your forehead rest in your hands, and take 5 breaths in Kapotasana, pigeon pose. And 2 more breaths. Going even deeper into the hips and the spine. Now take your left hand sort of right in front of your face. You're going to thread your right arm underneath, bringing your right shoulder, your right cheek to the floor. And if it feels comfortable, you take your left hand around to the back of the sacrum. Yeah, very good. Let's take 3 breaths here. This is a very deep stretch into the hip. So don't be surprised if you have a flooding of emotions, even if it's just frustration with where we're at in our postures today or in our practice today. Release any emotion on an open mouth exhale. One more. Good. Left hand comes back underneath your face. You're going to press up, slide it out. Good. Let your hands come back around or right in front of this left knee. We're going to turn the back toes under, lift the hip, and send the right foot back to our 3-legged downward dog. Just stretch that leg up and back, and then set it down. Good. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths, feeling steady in the hands and the feet, stretching the whole west side of the body. Even though it doesn't feel like it sometimes, this is a very rejuvenating posture. It allows the body to rebuild and regenerate and digest all of the work we've done so far. All right, lift up onto the balls of the feet. Again, heels to the right. Bend into your knees. Reach your left arm underneath you. Pull your ribs under and forward, and then reach your left arm towards the top of the mat. Good. Flip forward back into downward dog. Heels go to the right, bend into the knees like we're going to jump forward, pull the ribs underneath you, and reach your right hand forward. Good. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Lower the knees down, hips to the heels, child's pose. 3 deep breaths. So where we tend to feel this breath is definitely in our bellies and in our thighs right now because we're getting the most compression there. But see if you can focus your attention into the low back and breathe some breath into the kidneys. With each inhalation, see if you can hold at the top for 1 or 2 seconds, and then exhale very, very slowly. Sometimes when there's actually too much space in the body, like maybe we haven't eaten for a long time or we forgot to drink water, it can be very aggravating for Vata dosha. And one of the ways we can calm that aggravation is to slow down our exhalation, because the breath actually fills empty space in the body, which is calming for Vata. So nice long breath in, and then a really, really slow exhalation. Good. From here, inhale, come up to your hands and knees. Good. And come right into a high push-up position. And we're going to start to move through the second kind of flow. So we're going to shift forward, lower the knees, thighs down, kind of roll down into a bhujangasana, all the way down, tap your nose. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, tap down, and press back and up to downward facing dog. Step your right foot through. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, back, straighten the front leg. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, forward, look forward, stretch the hips. On the back, straighten the front leg. Take the forehead towards the shin. Forward into the hips, lift your collarbone, deep breath in. Exhale. To this high position, and then step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, lower the thighs down, bend into your elbows, release the tops of the feet, slowly lower into bhujangasana, tap the nose down. Inhale, lift up 1. Exhale, tap the nose down. Inhale, lift up 2. 1 more time, tap the nose down. Inhale, lift up 3. Tuck the toes under, press up to your hands and knees, or all the way back to downward facing dog. And inhale, step the left leg forward. Nice deep lunge as you sink the hips down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, round the back, straighten the front leg, forehead to the shin. 2 more times. Inhale, sinking forward, look forward. Exhale, round the back, forehead to the shin. Straight front leg. Good. Inhale 1 more time. Exhale, round the back, forehead to the shin. Straighten that front leg. Good. Inhale into this deep lunge position. Slide that left foot back, high push-up position, and from here, lower your whole body to the floor. Extend your arms out in front of you, palms together, rest your forehead down. Pranam. In this resting posture, bend your knees and slowly shift the feet side to side. Beautiful. All right, legs down. Bring your forehead to the floor, reach your arms back behind you and interlace the fingers. And notice that you always tend to have one thumb or the other on top. Try to make the one that's more uncomfortable, more unfamiliar on top. Good, forehead down on the mat. Bring your legs together behind you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the breath out. This time as you inhale, reach back through the arms and pull the head, neck, and chest away from the floor. Good. Just keep reaching back through the arms. The tops of the feet are flat on the floor and you're anchored through your pubic bone and the hip bones. Keep reaching back through the arms and take 3 breaths. This is such an invigorating posture for the spine and the lungs. And it is said in yoga texts that the food of your will is the breath. So the stronger we can make our pranavaha srotas, the stronger we have in our will. The more strength we have in our will. Good. Slowly lower down, turn your cheek to one side, and relax. Okay, turn your head the opposite direction, take 3 more breaths. forehead to the mat one more time. Again, interlace your fingers behind your back. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep breath in. Empty the breath as you anchor into the tops of the feet and the pubic bone. And then inhale, reach back through the arms. Pull the head and chest away from the floor. And if you're feeling a little bit stronger here, you can play with lifting both legs away from the floor. Good. Full Shalabhasana. Very good for the entire spine. All of the muscles along the spine are getting a great workout here. And we're opening up the top lobes of the lungs, expanding across the heart and the chest. Good. Exhale down. This time stack your forearms in front of you. Rest your forehead there and take your feet apart. Turn the toes out. So nice wide legs, toes facing away from the center. 3 long breaths. Resting in Makrasana, creating space in the hips and all along the spine. This work that we're doing today is so good for supporting all of the physical aspects of the spine, toning all of the nerves and tendons, increasing the flow of cerebral spinal fluid through that space. But it's also opening up the subtle energetic centers in the body, making sure that all of the energy flowing through the chakras is flowing in the right direction for each individual, that there's no stagnation or disruption of prana throughout the system. And bring your legs back together. Bring your hands by your low ribs. We're going to press up to the hands and knees, cross the ankles, and then sit back over the feet and extend the legs out in front. Good. So coming into Paschimottanasana, just pulling the flesh away from the sits bones, activating your feet. And I'm going to work with a couple of blocks this morning. I like to always start my forward folds with some support so that I don't let my pitta force my body into a position it's not ready for yet. So these blocks are my discernment this morning. These are my buddhi. All right, so flexed feet, inhale, take the arms up overhead. As you exhale, hinge forward at the hips and bring that forehead towards a block or two. And then just reach your arms forward towards the feet, but let your elbows gently bend so that you're not gripping and rounding into the upper back. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. With each inhalation, think of flexing the feet, pressing the center of the hamstring into the mat. And as you exhale, softening the space around the belly, but keeping your legs active. Paschimottanasana is one of the best postures for affecting the spine. And so sometimes when we're not feeling supported in our life or in our career or in our dharma, practicing forward folds can help to bring some structure and support needed to the spine and to the rest of our life. Just by treating the spine's need for support, we actually treat the whole body's need for support. Great. Slowly come up and take those blocks out of the way. Bring the right knee in. We're just going to do a simple twist. Take your right hand behind you. Wrap your left arm around the front of the shin. Sit up nice and tall. Deep breath in. And then exhale, gently turn to look back over the right shoulder. Good. Inhale, unwind. Deep breath in. Reach up through the crown of your head. Exhale, slowly turn to look back over that right shoulder. Good. One more time. Inhale, unwind. Find lots of length in the spine. Exhale, twist slowly, looking over that right shoulder. And stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through pursed lips, like you're pushing the air through that straw. One more breath. slowly, slowly unwind. And as you come back to the front, let the right knee open, placing the sole of the right foot on the inner left thigh. Inhale the arms up, and exhale, folding forward over the left leg for Janu Sirsasana. Bringing the forehead towards the knee, and again, you might want to start this off with a block. 3 long breaths here. Each inhalation, I'm going to activate my foot and my hamstring or my quadricep. And with each exhalation, I'm finding some softness around the belly. One more nice long breath here. Slowly come up. Bring that right leg up. Extend the legs out. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold, Paschimottanasana. Noticing maybe that you're able to go down just a little bit further without gripping or reaching for the feet. The back is relaxed, but the legs are very active. 2 more breaths. Supporting the whole spine from tail to top, from Muladhara to Sahasrara Chakra. Good. Inhale, come up. Bring that left knee up with you. Wrap your right arm around the front of the shin. Left hand goes behind you. Sit up nice and tall, flexing your right foot. Good. Take another breath. And then exhale, slowly turn to look out over the left shoulder. Inhale, unwind, find length in the spine. Exhale again, turn and look back over the left shoulder. Good. Again, inhale, lift up out from the seat, from the shoulders. And exhale, twist, looking back over the left arm. And stay here for 3 more breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through tight lips. Like you're whistling, but without sound. One more. Good. Slowly unwind. Let the left knee lower. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, folding out over that right leg, taking the forehead towards the shin for Janu Sirsasana. 3 to 5 long breaths here, activating the right leg, but relaxing the left leg and the back. You have to be very selective here in your body, which is really great for managing stressful or traumatic situations, so that part of you can be active and engaged in whatever's going on, but your breath, your mind, and your mood can remain aware, intact, and in control of the emotions or of the reaction. One more breath. Inhale, slowly come up. Left knee comes up and out. One more time. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. 3 long breaths. One more. And slowly walk up. Bring the knees up, extend the arms out, and then recline all the way back down. Good. Okay. So a little bit more work here. We're going to bring the arms in nice and tight. Bring the heels up towards the hips. And start to walk your shoulders underneath you. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring the fingertips up and press into the feet. Take the hips up towards the ceiling. Good. Keep pressing into the feet, sending the hips up towards the sky as the chin rolls away from your chest. And then extend the arms out. If it feels comfortable, you can interlace them underneath you. Good, and then heel toe the feet towards the center. So they come together. And then take the right ankle on top of the left knee and make sure that that right hip doesn't sink. You want to keep the hips squared to each other. You might even think of keeping your hands here for a second. Take another breath and then switch sides. Make sure the feet are together underneath you. Take the right ankle on top of the right knee. Keep the hips squared towards the ceiling. Good, and then switch. Bring both feet back down and start to really tuck your arms tight, tight underneath you and see if you can hook your thumbs together. And then lower yourself down so that you lay down over your arms. So your arms are pretty much completely tucked underneath you. And then open the knees, bring the soles of the feet together, coming into a supported, reclined Baddha Konasana. Your arms are sandwiched underneath the body, creating a lot of space in the front side of the hips and the whole front side of the body. We'll take 2 or 3 more breaths here. And bring the knees back up. Press into the feet just a little bit so that you can let the arms or the shoulders walk themselves out. Good. Take the arms out to a T. Step your feet out just a little bit wider and windshield wiper the knees side to side. Good. Keep windshield wipering the legs and take the arms up overhead. Good. And the next time the knees come to the left, let them stay there. And take the left ankle on top of the right knee. And then pull your right arm with your left hand. So you stretch the whole right side of the body. Press down with the top foot and reach forward with the arms. Good. Relax. Switch sides. Right ankle comes on top of the left knee. We're going to pull the left wrist with the right hand, stretching the whole left side of the body. Good. And coming back up, just sway them side to side one more time. Good. Come up to the center, feet are wide, let the knees collapse in towards the center and take 2 breaths. Great. From here, extend your legs all the way out. Keep the arms up overhead. And start by just walking your legs all the way to the left as far as they'll go. And then scoot your shoulders over as far as they'll go. So you come into this big C position for Cory. And then take your right ankle over the top of the left. Oh yeah, that's going to deepen that stretch. And then bring your left hand to your heart. Reach up through the right arm and take 3 breaths here. And with each breath, I want you to create a little space around the heart, all along the right side of the body. Creating space around the heart and all along the right side of the body. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Good. To come out, uncross the feet, and just roll back to the center. Extend your arms up overhead, and then start to walk the feet to the right as far as they'll go. Start to walk your shoulders over as well, making a C for Cory on the other side. And then take the left ankle over the right. Good. Reach up through the left hand and bring your right hand to your heart. Take 3 deep breaths. Even though that stretch is deep and you can feel the sensation of it, focus on your breath and send the breath into those areas where you're feeling the sensation the most. Good. To come out, uncross the legs. Just kind of let everything roll and come back towards the center. Good. Straighten yourself out on your mat. Good. Take the feet wider than the hips, the hands wider than the shoulders, and just shake the legs out a few times. Good. Shake the arms out, roll them out. And then turn your head side to side a few times. Good. And then just be still for a moment. And now squeeze your feet and your fists as tight as you can. Squeeze your face as tight as you can. Squeeze your belly, your hips, and all the muscles in the whole body. Squeeze tight, tight, tight. Tighter. So much tension in the whole body. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Every muscle you can find, squeeze. And then release. Take a deep breath in. Fill up the belly as much as you can. Pack the breath in the lungs so tightly. And now open your mouth, let it out. 2 more times. Inhale. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Pack that breath in. Take another sip. Another sip. Another sip. Open the mouth. Good. 1 more. And on this last one, we're going to include lion breath. So the tongue's going to come out. You're going to stretch the whole face. Good. Deep breath in. Pack the breath in. Pack it in nice and tight. Tighter, tighter, tighter. Open the mouth. Beautiful. Bring your hands to rest anywhere on your belly that brings you comfort. And relax. Soften the whole body. Relax the breath. Relax the mind. We did it. We took time to create space in the body. We took time to create space in our mind. And we took time to create space in our lives. All for our own expansion, for our own health, for our own prosperity. And through all of these practices, we become our own medicine and an example to those around us. That through a little bit of self-care, we can totally heal ourselves. Take a few more breaths resting here in Shavasana, allowing the whole body, all aspects from the most subtle to the most material, all receiving rejuvenation, all healing, all resting. Take a moment here to reconnect with your breath. Noticing how the body is moved as the breath is breathed. Take another moment and reconnect with that intention of being worthy to take up space, to create space, to hold space. And wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Gently start to move the ankles, the wrists, the elbows, the knees. Good. Reach the arms up overhead, stretch the whole body. And then gently roll onto your left side. Pause for just a moment. And then very slowly go ahead and make your way back up to a seated posture. keeping your eyes closed. And rest your hands in your lap and come immediately to that 3-part breath. So inhaling, fully feeling the belly expand, the ribs stretch, the shoulders rise. Relax the shoulders, relax the ribs, and gently pull the belly back towards the spine. Inhale, belly expands, ribs stretch, shoulders rise. Exhale, shoulders fall, ribs relax, belly button moves back towards the spine. Continue to breathe just like this. In this full diaphragmatic breath. For the next few moments, we're just going to observe the breath. Don't force your thoughts to stop. Don't force your body to be still. Just simply watch and be aware of the breath. The only thought that needs to happen is, I'm breathing in as I breathe in. I'm breathing out as I breathe out. Good. Inhale, notice, I'm breathing in. Exhale and notice, I'm breathing out. In your next exhalation, gather the hands together in front of your hearts in Anjali Mudra, connecting all of the heart centers in the body. And just take a moment, I want to remind you that every single day, every single moment, you have a choice. You can choose for whatever is in front of you to be difficult, or you can choose whatever is in front of you to be of ease and full of joy. We make that choice. That's our decision. That's our willpower. And so I encourage you that every choice you have left to make today, choose joy every single time. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. We'll close class with one beautiful Om and 3 Shantis, inviting the breath in to end. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.